I knew from the age of 15 that I did not want children.
Hmm.
It was a very conscious decision. I didn't wake up one day and just go, nope, no kids. But every time, you grow up with friends and girlfriends, especially, I always had sleepovers at my house. We would go on adventures and, trips together. And everybody would start talking about, what you're going to name your kids and how many kids
Mhm.
you're going to have. And I just kind of said answers. But in my mind, I realized I'm just playing a role. I just don't want to be the weird one who literally didn't grow up planning my wedding or what dress. I love comic books. X-Men and Avengers. I was a girly tomboy. I was in
Mhm.
the dress, but I was chasing the boys with worms. Like I was that person.
Huh.
So I had an ex once tell me that I had a great balance of masculine and feminine energy,
Huh.
and I've just always been that way. So I will definitely, I can't say that I came to that conclusion on my own without obviously seeing the model of what marriage is not supposed to be. I think most people go, oh, it's because your parents had a bad marriage. It makes sense that you wouldn't want to get married and have kids. So I won't completely say that's not true. To an extent it is, but I more or less looked at that situation as going, God, that looks like so much work. And it's miserable and nothing is guaranteed. There's no magic formula that can guarantee that whoever you meet and you marry and have kids with, it's going to be successful. And I
Mhm.
just thought it looked like a headache. I don't want to deal with that. I am much happier being responsible for myself and knowing that the goals I set for myself, no one is going to get that for me, nor do I expect that, because my dad was the main provider. My mom had a full-time job, so I actually was thankful for that. So in that sense, she was independent. She made her own money. They kept separate accounts. They didn't do the joint account thing, which I do believe in, like keeping it separate, So even if
Mhm.
I got married, I'd be like, let's do a joint account just for like paying bills. But I want my own money to be my money and vice versa. But it, it definitely affected me when I was in high school and starting to date and have relationships. I was just always the guy because I saw how strong my dad was, and my mom was just so emotional and just erratic and just drama. And it was exhausting for me. So I just thought to myself, like, I can't deal with somebody who is just super sensitive and is just going to fall apart and who can't stand on their own 2 feet. I need somebody who's as independent, if not more so than I am, where they're just not needy. So certain things definitely factored into how I saw dating and relationships in correlation to what I saw with my parents. But I just always had that personality. I think I got a lot of that from my dad because my dad was a bachelor for a very long time before he married my mom.
Hmm.
And he did tell me that he always knew he wanted one child. He always wanted a daughter. And he always used to brag, you were a planned baby. I saved up for you because nobody should just have babies and not be able to afford them. Like he was very much on the soapbox when it came to like that kind of stuff. Pretty
Yeah.
gentle in that sense. But yeah, so he knew what he wanted. And that applied to his career and to his family life. And the marriage part just didn't quite work out. But 2 out of 3 ain't bad, right?
Yeah.